Friends, in this video, I'm going to talk to you on the topic categorization, time to take stock. We all know that categorization of securities was brought with a very good intention. The idea was to ensure that mutual funds were true to category. If you want a mutual fund scheme to be true to category, then you need a definition of a category. This responsibility was taken by SEBI, which brought out a category. In this category, stocks were put into silos of very large cap, mid cap, and everything else was small cap. But while coming up with this category, it was mainly based on the ranking of shares by market capitalization. That was the only criteria. But in an economy which is growing, we could well see that a number of businesses are growing disproportionately and moving across categories. So what do we have? When you have a company which suddenly sees a growth spurt, it starts jumping categories and then it goes from one category to another. When a company suddenly enters a category, everybody who is investing in that category will be forced to own it. Now imagine that categorization was not based on ranking and instead was based on the market capitalization of companies. If this had been the criteria, then the categories would have been bigger. You don't restrict a category to 50 shares or just 100 shares. You expand the category, giving greater scope for the professional investors and mutual funds to invest into the category, creating competitive intensity amongst them, allowing those with a different thinking to catch winners as they come into that category, and creating more diversification in product choices. All of these were actually there in our mutual fund ecosystem before categorization of securities. Categorization, for all practical purposes, killed this enterprise spirit in the mutual fund industry. Yes, there were problems and reasons to create categorization, but the way in which categorization played out, eventually it has not created better value for investors. On the other hand, we could be sitting on a powder keg of a problem. Let me explain. When all the mutual funds invest within a small basket of 100 stocks, everybody ends up owning very similar portfolios, right? And when it's racing against a category like the Nifty, then what happens is, when one or two stocks unexpectedly perform in a very aggressive way, the funds almost inevitably fail to own them enough and they fail to predict this performance, and the entire mutual fund universe looks like it has underperformed its benchmark. This happened last year in the Nifty. Why? It happened because nobody owned one company or two companies enough. It was out of prudence that they didn't own those companies enough, but fund managers were punished for prudence because the category was narrow and a few stocks moved the category and moved the benchmark so much that under-owning them made fund managers look very silly and look like losers. But the truth is not that. The truth is the managers took a judicious decision based on their own internal research framework. Now come to the other categories. Mid cap. The way mid cap has been shrunk into a very small ecosystem based on ranking, it has done more harm to mutual fund investors, and it is also going to do more harm to investors in the long run. What have we done? By forcing so much capital into a small subset of stocks, everybody buys the same stocks, they are forced to own the same stocks. They start ignoring valuations because of the compulsion of remaining true to category. Now, this was not the intent with which categorization was created. On the other hand, it runs contrary to the spirit with which we created categorization of stocks, which means we need to have a serious rethink. There is one more reason why there is an urgent need for this serious rethink. In the last 1 year, companies which were very concentrated ownership patterns, which had very concentrated ownership, have moved many times, right? And we have seen that public funds have been forced to buy them at the peak valuations. Now, this is very reminiscent of past cycles where we saw no dearth of scandals. Certainly, these are not bad companies, but you can't buy a company at astronomical valuation simply because it is the best performing company in a category. Worse, it has just come into a category and become a best performer. So, the guys who know more about this company migrate the company into a category and then create hype, and over a period of time all the mutual funds are forced to buy it. Eventually, it is certain that the mutual fund will underperform because of the structure of categorization. They are prisoners of a system and they have no freedom to do what is good for their investors. Now, these are not the intended benefits that we wanted from categorization. So, what should we do? I've said many things against the current system of categorization, but there has to be a solution, right? Saying things are wrong is not the end, it's just the beginning. It's very simple. I believe the time has come for SEBI to have a periodic review of categorization. It should be once in 6 months. It should be based on market cap of stocks, and there should be a committee which will take stock of what these ranges should be, right? If we do that, then the universe of stocks in small cap will be well defined. The universe of stocks in mid cap will be much broader, giving lot of room for fund managers and professional investors and mutual fund schemes to choose from. And most importantly, it will create a broader, more balanced investment approach in stock market. At the moment, the market is too narrow for comfort. There is too much concentrated ownership. There is overvaluation that is directly a result of this concentrated ownership, and this is not good for investors in the long run. If you like this video, do share it with every person who is a keen student of the stock market, who is greatly interested in the well-being of our financial system, and who wants more transparency for investors. Thank you very much.